Hi everyone. Hello. How are we? Oh my gosh. Good evening. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good wherever you are in the world. I hope you're just having a joyful, blissful experience is really all I desire for you. I hope you're having a wonderful time. So I'm going to be doing a couple of card readings today. We are in the new moon energy, new moon of Aries. Wow. Okay, so Aries, the instigator, the first new moon of the zodiac year, of the energetic year. It is a new moon with a pow. Because I think about this particular Aries energy, this particular equinox energy that we're still in, the Aries season, and this new moon, the alignment that is bringing us is this deep expansion onto further onto our soul path. For anyone that was on my email list, I sent out an email yesterday with a personalized video for you all, explaining more about what the next few weeks are bringing for us and how we can really attune to our highest path. Hello, beautiful Claudia. Oh, it's so beautiful to see you. Oh gosh, if you're live with me, say hello, and if you're watching the replay, still say hello. I always check the comments back. So how are we all? How is everybody? So I was saying that, this particular energy is, and you may hear this quite often from other people, that it's not like with anything we've experienced before, right? And it's not, because we've never been here at this point before. We've never been this expanded. We've never been in this much contrast in the world. We've never been to the point of clarity that we're in right now. Hello, Melanie. Hello, welcome. We're in such a different place, individually and collectively, right? Now, what that actually offers us, because we have no retrogrades in the next month or so, so we've got in the next month still, we've got a clear path ahead to really charge forth and utilize this fire energy to ignite our passion and ignite our soul, right? That's how we can use it if we are focused in noticing where our vibration is at and caring more about how we are and about our vibration than any of the distractions that are out there, because there will be more and more distractions, right? Because we're becoming more and more focused, right? It's just how it works. Hello! Oh my gosh, look at all these people joining. Conscious being of light, hello, welcome. Mwah. My love to you. Thank you for being here. April is a magical month, and I think, Melanie, is it Pluto that goes retrograde at the end of April? So at the end of April, that's where we get our first retrograde after having a nice clear patch for 6 weeks or so, 6 or 8 weeks. But April is a very magical month. There are a few conjunctions happening in the sky, a few challenging energies that may be experienced, but they're few and far between, and they're there to kind of push and propel us forth. But right now, right here, right now, we are in new moon energy, right? New moon Aries. This first new moon of that zodiac year. So what do you want to create? What do you want to birth? What do you want to ignite? What seeds do you want to plant? Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. I'm waving to you all. So I'm going to do some card readings for some people. I have 2 decks of cards that I have right now in front of me. I've got Stacey DeMarco's Queen of the Moon Oracle. Thank you for the beautiful soul that gifted me that deck. If any of this stuff, and you don't have to feel any obligation to do this, but I do sometimes get asked if anyone does wish to offer any type of donation as a thanks, please feel very welcome to. The link is in my bio to do that, because that's how I got gifted cards, is through that. So thank you so much for the beautiful soul that did gift me that wonderful deck. But yes, if you would like a card reading for you, I'm going to do one of 2 things, okay? So I'm going to need you to tell me, first, if your handle doesn't tell me your name, tell me your name. And if you would like a card reading for you, then ask the question, right? Whatever question you have, ask a question. Let's get specific. Let's make this guidance really, let's make it focused for you. Let's make it impactful, right? Aries is impactful, right? So, Claudia, absolutely. Of course you can have. Hello, Gwen. Oh my gosh, I love that you're here live. Hi. Absolutely. So, if you have a question, write me a question, and let me know how I can make it really focused for you, really specific. The other thing that I am going to offer, so you can choose 1 or 2 of these, so you can either, one of the 2, you can either choose a card and ask a question, or I can do a quick body scan on you. So if you're feeling like your energy is a little bit off, or something is going on, because I've been doing a lot of this today, so it seems like a good time to offer this out as well, live on this video. If you feel like your energy is off or you're experiencing something in your body and you would like a body scan, just let me know and I will highlight where the energy is blocked for you, and I will read a little bit into that. So if that calls to you as well, just choose one of the other. Hello. 30 superstar. That's Nikki, isn't it? I just want to check. Yeah, so everybody, whoever's asking the questions, whoever wants a card, type it in the comments. Let me know your name as well, because we've all got these wonderful Instagram handles, and I don't always remember your first names and connect it with the handle of your Instagram, although I wish I could. I'm not fully there. Melanie says, it feels so expansive. It absolutely is. So let's, where's my first person? Claudia, you need a card. Absolutely, honey. Okay. Okay. And you've asked a question as well. How is the relationship that I'm in now? How's it going to work out? Oh, that's a really great question. So I'm going to draw a card for you, Claudia, to bring through the angelic guidance, but we're also going to tune into what your team of light are saying to you as well. And the thing that I'm first hearing for you is they want you to not be afraid by past mistakes, by past experiences, they're saying. So they're saying past experiences do not define future relationships. Past experiences with other people do not set the precedent, right? So they do not set the mold or the structure for any future or any current now relationship. Okay, so we can often bring with us trauma and worries from old experiences, right? And your angels and your guides are saying, come back to the heart, Claudia, come back to the heart, let that go, right? Let the past go and just stay present in the now. Because when you're present in the now, whatever situation you're in is always going to be for the highest good. It's always going to be good and flowing, right? It's always going to be wonderful. But I am going to draw you a card as well, specifically about that relationship. And we've got Archangel Mary coming out for you, Claudia. Archangel Mary is very much about open your heart, right? Bringing compassion through, and enfolding others and yourself in love. So I think that this is a beautiful card for you to receive, and it complements the message that you just received from your guides as well, right? Because did we not say, come back to the heart? Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Just be right here, right now, and allow this relationship to be as nourishing as it is intended to be, because that's what it is. It's meant to be nourishing for you, right? And Archangel Mary is bringing that through. It is nourishing for you. So how's that going to work out? If you can stay present in your heart, in the present moment with your person, right? With your other beautiful person in the relationship, then that's good. That's nourishing, right? That's all you got to do. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Okay. Christine, absolutely. I'll be doing a reading for you and a body scan. Yes. Yes, Nikki will do you a body scan as well, honey. Absolutely. Melanie was next. Melanie was next. So Melanie, let's do your card. Okay. So I'm actually being drawn to the Moon deck with you, honey. So, and I don't think you qualified it with a question. Oh, you did. Okay, sorry, I've just scrolled down. I would love to know, how can I reach the clients I want to help in my coaching? Is there something more I can do or let go of to be able to attract what is meant for me so I can serve in the best way? Yeah, tell us what you do. Write it in a comment. Put it in this live stream right now. It's not a long question at all. Don't worry. Write what you do. If you can summarize it in a short burst, write it down so everyone can see what you do. Okay? That's one way, right? Is by actually telling people what you do. Because oftentimes when we are coaches, when we help people in that way, we can worry about coming across as pushy or coming across as kind of salesy or anything like that. Whenever you're doing anything from the heart, whenever you're doing anything from service, it is felt, right? It is felt. Okay, so let's draw some cards and let's see what your team of light wish to tell you about how you can reach the clients you want to help in your coaching. The thing that you need to let go of is, and what I'm hearing first from your team before I draw a card here, is the thing that they're saying is, what do I need to let go of? They say you need to let go of the fear or the worry, right, that you're imposing, right, that you're presuming someone needs coaching, right? the thing is that, you know, unless people know what you do, how are they going to know, right? People tend to, when they go for any type of coaching, it's because they've seen something advertised, they've seen something somewhere, right? But we need to share what we do as well. And it's not necessarily like we're sharing, this is what I do, PS buy my stuff. That's not what we're doing. That's not what you're doing. So we can let that go, right? That's what you can let go. Because what you're doing comes from the heart, right? What you're doing comes from the heart. It comes from service, right? And it isn't with presumption, okay? Your heart doesn't say to people, it is with presumption I'm sharing this. You know, it's just, this is there. If anyone wants to pick it up, it's there, right? But let's see what your guides actually want to say. And Claudia, I'm so happy that that message that you received resonates with you. That makes me so happy to hear as well. So Melanie, let's see here. Ooh, yeah. Okay, we've got the wolf moon here. Number 29, the wolf moon. Can you see that? Look at that hunger. Call it out. Share it with the world, right? The wolves, you know what? The wolf howl, you can hear that. When there is a wolf or a coyote or a dog, any type of dog howling outside, calling its family in. That's what that wolf is doing. It's calling its family. It's calling its pack. That's what you're doing. That's what you need to be doing. Call it in. And you can do that in your day-to-day, just in general, how you command the universe and how you stand in your power and your energy. But you can also do that as well with, you know, not just energetically, but also how you are speaking about yourself online or wherever, right? You know, you're magnetizing it to you. That's what they're saying. It's the hunger within, because it's the hunger within someone's belly, right? It's the hunger within someone's belly that says, actually, I really need what you've got. I really, that resonates. And it'll feel smooth. It will feel flowing. It will feel beautiful, right? You know, you're a holistic empowerment and confidence coach. Wow. Who doesn't need confidence, right? And what really is confidence? Confidence is, you know, and I'm sure you could articulate it in a better way, but to me, when someone says, you know, I'm not confident, it's like, no, I don't trust myself. That's what confidence is. It's the disconnect of trust between yourself, right? It's how much faith you have in you. So you're teaching people to not place their authority and validation in someone else. You're teaching them to bring it back into yourself and empower their truth, right? Align their voice with their actual vocal cords, right? You know, that's beautiful. If anyone needs a holistic empowerment and confidence coach, Melanie Visick, right here on this video. Look for her comment. Okay. All right. So I hope that was helpful. Okay. Let's see here. I'm just scrolling up and down the comments. I'm finding the next one in line. Kira, you're so funny. Well, ask a question now. Yes, honey, ask a question now. Hi, Gwen. I don't know if you're still live, but I'm hearting you right back. I'm giving you a big hug. Christine. Oh, hello, love. Can I have a reading, a body scan, please? Okay, Christine. Show me Christine. Okay. All right, let's have a little look here. So Christine, straight away, I've got 2 points on your back, either side of your, so kind of like around where your shoulder blades are. These are like a couple of, just trying to describe it now. There are a couple of points either side of your spine, kind of like the back of where your heart would be, just a little bit higher, and about that far apart. And what that's showing me is trapped, what is that? It's like trapped breath. It's like your breath is tightened. It's like your lungs, your muscles at the back is kind of tight and taut at the back of you. That can signify that there is grief being stored there. That can signify that there is something that feels like you need to kind of have this shield on your back, is what I'm seeing first. Let's just carry on going down here. we're going to go into what that is, because this is my interpretation of what I'm seeing within your body. There's a little bit of anxiety in your solar plexus as well, but that's okay. That's linked to these 2 points that I've just spoken about here. And actually, you know, whilst you're listening to me, if you wish to place your hand, if you wish to kind of put your thumb and large finger kind of just place your palm of your hand flat down your spine as best as possible. Obviously, if you can't really reach, don't worry too much about it, but as best as possible. One hand there and another hand actually on your heart here, Christine. And we're just going to build your energy in your heart space, which is your true power center. We're going to build that energy there. Elongate your breath. Really deepen your breath. And anyone else watching can do this as well for themselves if they wish. Okay. Now you're just going to allow your hands to start to feel however they're going to feel. They might start to feel warm, they might start to pulse a little bit, but feel your heartbeat. Allow that deep breath to bring your heartbeat to be present, bring your awareness into your heart. And what I'm just going to do here is I'm just going to do a little bit of light toning, because what we want to do for you, Christine, is just allow this beautiful light of Archangel Raphael just to move down your back and just kind of release some of the stress and tension that may be being stored at the back here. So okay, now just allow your breath to go into your solar plexus as well. One hand on your heart, one hand on your solar plexus, and just let your spine just move a little bit and relax. That was the main thing that was actually showing up, was just right here, just right at the back. Just very interesting 2 points there. But you could actually even, you can do this yourself, or you can have someone else, if you have another person in your home, just kind of rub your back a little bit. Just, it's not too far wide of your spine. It's just about this much wide of your spine. But actually just rubbing that space just to allow the energy to move, and just to gently connect your heart here, your breath in your heart, and your stomach, your solar plexus, like the top of your stomach. And just bringing the beautiful green light of Archangel Raphael into your core and into your heart. And when you do that, you find real presence there, you find real power there, real release and calm. Okay? Okay. Christine, let me know how you're feeling. I'm going to draw a card for you as well. Yeah, there's some self-reflection. The self-reflection card is coming out here with this water energy. So, you know, when we say that there was a little bit of grief stored there, that could be any type of emotion, but it seems to be coming from like a feminine line. So that could be a daughter or a mother or someone like that. But it seems to kind of be held there because of a perception that you may have, or an experience that you may have had with someone that it's just kind of, you've not fully processed it yet. So that's all it is just allow yourself to breathe through it, right? Knowing that our emotions are simply indicators as to whether our mind belief, our perception, how we've seen something, is actually in alignment with our heart's truth. Because if we feel sad, if we feel frustrated, if we feel upset, anything like that, that means that we are not aligned within ourselves, with our own perception and how we're seeing an experience and what our heart's truth is. Does that make sense? But yeah, that deep breathing and breathing into your heart really is very, very powerful for everyone, you know. But that was the main thing that was coming up in your body scan right now. It's just at the back of your hair and the top of your solar plexus, like the bottom of your sternum, you know. Okay, we're gonna carry on here. We're gonna carry on. Where am I up to? we have Kira next. We have Kira next. And I just want to say as well to everyone that's live, thank you so much for being here. Once again, if you are live with me, you can ask a question, you can have a reading done, you can have a body scan done, we can do a little bit of energy work on you with you. It's a very powerful new moon, right? It is a very, very powerful new moon. So if you're called to, to actually making the most of that and working, in a one-to-one way with myself, you can go to my website and have a little look. We've had a refresh on some of the offerings that I have to make it just so much simpler and so much easier to get the clarity, the focus, the desire to manifest whatever it is that you need. And one thing that is actually happening on the 4th, so that's on Monday, is we have our sacred container. We are running a 6-week course from illusion to love, it's called. Now this is a shadow work course. Any limiting beliefs, any false beliefs, any shadows, any unconscious blocks that you have that you can't pinpoint, that you haven't been able to work through, everything that is coming up for people individually and collectively between next week and the following 6 weeks, we are holding a sacred container, a 6-week course with quantum healing, with halls of Amenti work, with information about where that block comes from and how to navigate it, practical tips to ensure that you don't enhance that block and so you can actually keep it removed when it's gone. If that calls to you, please check the link in my bio. Please check the link in my bio because early bird offer is still on as well. So if you're wanting a discount for that, now is the time, right? Now is the time, because that starts on Monday with our live ceremony. And then every week on a Friday, you're going to get a whole bunch of beautiful information that is just really going to help you just clear through anything you have, whether that's money beliefs, narcissistic patterns that have happened in relationships, father wounds, mother wounds, money things, everything. We're looking at it all. So anyway, Kira, we're on to you, honey. I wish to find a partner and a place to live. Oh, yes. I feel directionless. I want to live my purpose and be in my essence, but life is so difficult right now. Oh, honey, I feel you and I have compassion. I send you love. I send you so much love. Oh. So let's break this down. So we're going to start with living my purpose. I want to live my purpose and be in my essence. That starts, for anyone watching, please do listen up as well, because when someone has the courage to ask a question, it's something that will resonate with everyone listening to this, whether on the recording or the live. Finding our purpose. Honey, you're not lost it. You haven't lost your purpose. It hasn't been anywhere. It's right there within you. We think oftentimes that we have to search for our purpose, that, where is it? I'm out there looking for it. Is it under this rock? Is it under this leaf? Where is it? Right? That's not how purpose is. Purpose is within us. And oftentimes it's our biggest challenges. It's the things that have challenged us the most that actually are what we are here to master in this lifetime. So when we look at soul purpose, when we look at what my purpose is in this lifetime, where have you struggled? What energies have you faced? Because those experiences have happened because you are here to master that and bring forth the unity of being healed in that area, right? We find what it is that we desire to do by being present in the now. The more we can bring our focus back to our heart, back to our breathing, the more we can do that, the more we can notice how we actually feel about something. People feel directionless because we've been taught to be distracted. Because we've been taught to be distracted by everything. And then we have distractions bombarded upon us, right? Left, right and centre. You can't walk down the street with having a million distractions, right? And put your emotion here, put your attention here, in this country, in this part of the world. And, with these actors or whatever, there are distractions everywhere, right? And that is the premise as to, why we feel directionless, because we've been taught from being an infant to listen to what someone else thinks we should do with our life. And that is only based on their limited beliefs, on the things that they haven't been empowered to do themselves. It doesn't actually come from us, and we've trained ourselves out of that way. So the reason why we share this with you, the reason why I bring this forth, Kira especially, you feel directionless. Yes, that's okay. Honor that. And that's okay. Honor that feeling, right? Witness it. And allow it to carry on moving. It only becomes reality when we allow it to get stuck, when we want to try and ignore it, right? To find our direction, it's really simple. we just feel and be present with our body. And it sounds too simple, but let me tell you that if you are spending just a short amount of time, 5 minutes each day, whenever you remind yourself, put an alarm on your phone for every 4 hours just to spend a minute breathing deeply. And what can you feel? What can you feel? Right? Because that really is the start. That's really the crux of it, right? Is feeling, because that's what gives you direction, your purpose, and your essence. Life is difficult. We only find life difficult when we are viewing things from the perspective that is opposite to our truth. So let me say that again in a different way. When our soul truth, when our higher self sees something, they see it only as opportunity, even if it's contrast, even if it's challenges with other people. Our higher self, our soul, sees it as a beautiful opportunity to say, there's a bit of a roadblock. We don't want to go down that road. Let's turn left and go this way. But the human self in us has been trained to work hard and work long and persevere and keep going and, keep battling, right? We've been brought up in a very battling society and a very competitive one, even from being at school. Who's the top of your class, right? Who's at the top of the class? That's the best person. That's bullshit, really. It only breeds competition and fear. But the point of why we're bringing this up is because that's why life is difficult, because we're viewing life from those eyes, from this false belief that we have, right? From this false belief that we have that, our life has to revolve around everyone else. No, we're creating our life every moment of every day. So the quicker we bring it right back into, the quicker we bring it right back into who we are, what we feel, that's where your direction comes from. And then everything gets so much easier. Does this make me feel happy or does it not make me feel happy? If it makes me feel happy, great, I'm going to do that. If it doesn't make me feel happy, ain't no way I'm doing that. But finding a partner and a place to live, as soon as you stop feeling that they're lost, they'll come. When we focus on the thing that is absent, we create more of that absence. Right? When we focus on what we feel is absent by asking the question, where is my partner? I want to find this place to live. Oftentimes, 9 times out of 10, we are focusing on the lack of that item vibrationally, rather than focusing on feeling good. And people don't put enough emphasis on this, and I'm going to say this again. You got to feel good to find the place and find the partner. You got to feel happy and content within yourself, because no one else will fulfill that. And the moment you start to find that within yourself, the moment you start to find gratitude for where you live right now, so I'm just using these two because this was in the question, the moment you find real deep gratitude for where you live right now, and it doesn't matter if you were to move out tomorrow or not, that's when the perfect home will arrive. Right? The moment you feel at peace within yourself, that you want to spend time with yourself, that's when the partner arrives. Right? So the card that we pulled for you, beautiful Kira, is the cherubim. The beautiful cherubim. Look at that golden light. The innocence. Accept the keys and codes of stellar wisdom. Accept the stellar wisdom. Look to the stars. Right? Marvel at it. Look at the stars. Marvel at them. I'm sure you've got lots of stars where you are. Like clear skies enough to see them. Yeah? Accept the codes. Accept the love, right, that's being offered there. Because it's new beginning time for you, honey. And Archangel Aurora looks after your solar plexus as well, that inner sun. But she's the Archangel of new beginnings. So it's time for new beginnings for you, and you've got to allow the sun to shine, right? It's no good saying the sun's not shining because you've drawn the curtains. Open the curtains, right? Hope that helps. Oh, Christine, you're so welcome. Yeah, so just to kind of go back here to what Christine said, I've had a cough and tonsillitis. So yeah, this is about our voice, right? I actually only had this conversation about an hour ago with someone. Our voice wants to align with our body voice, our physical voice wants to align with the voice of our soul. But if we're not expressing the emotions that we're having, if we're not letting them flow, and that's not to say go and share any dirty laundry with the whole world or anything, it's allowing your energy to process rather than stifling it and blocking it. Because when we do, it starts to come out here as a cough, right? When we don't speak our truth, our soul truth, and people misinterpret speaking our truth for saying, I don't like what that person's wearing, so I'm going to tell them. That's not speaking the truth, right? That's it, speaking a judgment. Or, not that you would do that, Christine, you wouldn't, but just for a very black and white example, you know, I don't like what that person's wearing, I'm going to tell her. That is not speaking truth, right? That's speaking judgment. Speaking your truth is actually being present enough within yourself to know what your higher self and your heart is speaking, not what the false beliefs from this incarnation have taught you until you've healed them, right? So we're all on this journey of remembering who we are, and the more that we remember, the clearer this becomes. And in the meantime, we may get a cough or two, right? That may happen as we clear energy that has been stored there, as we cleared things that we haven't said, and we still hold judgment for ourselves for not saying them, when we knew we should have stood up for ourselves or spoken up for ourselves. That clears with every cough, right? So, hope that helps. And look, Melanie's sending you hugs and healing. Hello, everybody. Hello, Natalie. Welcome. Marcus, welcome. So we've still got a few people on live. Is there anyone else that would like a card reading here? Whilst you're all being beautiful and just staying here live with me. On Sunday, I have a free ceremonial cacao event. If anyone is curious, because I've been asked a few times about ceremonial cacao, how I work with it personally, how I use that to manifest, to heal, to clear, to like, what is it? Why is it different from chocolate? What is ceremonial cacao? On Sunday at 8 p.m. UK time, you can find the link in my bio once more, but on Sunday at 8, I'm hosting a free workshop. It's 75 minutes, so 1 hour 15. And I'm going to take you through the whole process of setting up your space for ceremonial cacao, preparing the cacao, how much you would have on a daily dose, how much you would have in a ceremonial dose, and you know what it does, because it's heart medicine. It's so rich in minerals and nutrients and things like that, you know. It's profound. It's one of the biggest superfoods out there, and had such a high value that it was actually worth more than gold at one point, right? So have a little look in my bio, because that is free. Please feel welcome to enroll. There will be a recording if you can't make it live, right? And I still have a couple of sample bags of 80 gram sample bags of cacao to send out if you're UK based, which would be £8, including postage. But just know that it may not arrive for Sunday, so you may have to do the recording with it if you ask me now. Oh no, we have got your registration. So yes, you won't get an email straight away. You'll get an email on Saturday, either tomorrow or Saturday, probably Saturday. So everyone will receive an email in one go, with what you will need and how to prepare. So yeah, but yes, yeah, Melanie, I'm sure we've got your registration there. Oh, Kira, I love you too. You're so welcome. Aw. I'm so glad that brought you such peace and joy. That's what we're here to be, peace and joy. That's our true nature. Love, joy, peace, fun, you know. Look at that, hey? So curious, says this evening when I was meditating in Little Forest by my house, 2 owls came by. I know there's a connection between owls and psychic ability. There is. And wisdom and goddesses such as Athena, right? You know, look some of these up. Look up medicine of owl. The fact that there was 2 of them as well. That's significant. It wasn't just 1, it was 2. You know, look that up, right? Do look that up. Yeah, the medicine of that beautiful sacred creature. Because every animal, you know, that shows up to us, they're bringing us their medicine of energy and vibration, right? You know. But yeah. Oh, you're so welcome. You are so, so welcome. So, I think I'm probably gonna close this off. Tomorrow evening, my friends, Solara and Georgie, are hosting a free new moon ritual. I'm actually going to be on theirs. I don't have the link in my bio, but what I will do is I will tag them in the comments so that you can go onto their profile as well, because that is completely free. Solara's new moon and full moon rituals are always free, and they are always super powerful. Sometimes I even have the honour of co-hosting with her. So I'm going to be there tomorrow evening. It's going to be a powerful event to kickstart your energetic new year. So I do highly recommend you joining them. Yeah, and I will tag them. I'll tag them in the end so that you can just, it'll be on one of their most recent posts. But yeah, that will be very, very, very powerful. And anyone that has already registered for From Illusion to Love, I will see you on Monday in the live event. If you can't make it live, don't worry, because there is a recording. And if you've not looked into that yet, but you really want to burst through the walls of whatever is blocking you in whatever way, if you've asked a question, asked for a reading, there's blocks there that we can work through, that we can really burst away. So if that calls to you, do check out the course content for From Illusion to Love, because it will be the most transformational thing you will have ever experienced. And it is such an honour for me and Melissa to co-host that and to hold that sacred container, because shadow work is not easy and it takes so much courage. So, but those that are there, those that are hearing the call for it, you're gonna just evolve through this space in such a powerful, beautiful, incredible, wow way, you know. So, oh Claudia, it's so wonderful seeing your beautiful face too. I send you much love, and I'll see you, Melanie, on Sunday if I don't see you before. Nikki, yes, did we not do a body scan for you, honey? Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad you put a comment in there. I've been scrolling up and down like this. I must have missed it. I'm so sorry, and I'm glad that you did mention that. So I'm going to do that for you first, Nikki, and then we're going to go. Release. Oh, there's some stuff that's releasing here. Look at it, straight from your chest. Butterflies flying from your chest. There is transformation happening in your heart space, how you're perceiving things, right? How you're experiencing things. The things that you wish to release, they are releasing. And it's just happening. You don't have to do anything. No overthinking anything or anything like that. They're just happening. They're doing, they're being. Right? It's like the caterpillar when it goes into its cocoon to become a butterfly. It doesn't check in on itself every day and go, okay, are we a butterfly yet? No? Still a pile of goo? Okay. It doesn't do that, right? It knows it's going to happen. It has faith, and it just has to trust, because there's nothing else to do, right? Because if it didn't trust, it probably never would have made that cocoon around itself, because that would have been instinctual, right? But let's just have a little look here for you, Nikki. Let's do a quick body scan. Okay, throat is flagging a little bit, but you can just do some clearing on that just by chanting or singing. We're not going to focus there because I think there's something else that wants to show up, so let me just have a look. The very bottom of your coccyx, so the very bottom of your, kind of like where the final part of our digestive system is, the coccyx area, that space, and it's quite internal, is actually flagging up a little bit. So you may not notice anything physically. It won't necessarily show up as an ache or a pain or anything like that. It may show up in a little bit of kind of digestive discomfort, or something like that, but it may not do as well. But what's being flagged right there is just kind of this little block of energy, kind of this holding on of energy. And this is actually really, really common for a lot of people, for a lot of humans, is this kind of holding on in the final part of our elimination system, right? And that holding on is essentially kind of like that. It goes hand in hand with that card of release, right? It actually goes hand in hand with that. Because that's the only thing that we need to do is release. So what I would actually say is, rather than it being energy work for you to do, it's actually a little bit more physical, because it is connected to the root chakra, which is a very physical chakra. And that would just be to, maybe if you may already intermittent fast, you may already water fast, but what we would say is actually for the next maybe day, only if you feel inspired, to do a water fast, right? Because it is a new moon as well, so it'll be very powerful for you to do that, to charge your water with whatever intentions you wish for, because that'll activate and clear the throat at the same time as it moving all the way through your system, right? And healing as it goes. But doing a water fast, if not for at least a day, a day and a half or 2 days, from now until maybe, what day is it today? Thursday. So maybe from this evening through to Friday, Saturday morning, if you can be on water or water and lemon, that will actually just really help move some energy that is just holding on a little bit there at the very end. But that's up to you if you choose to do that. It'll be very powerful to do it over the course of the new moon. And you can charge the water as well. I'm just going to show you with my cup of cacao here. But you can charge the water just by placing hand above, hand below, right? And just beaming your intention and your light, your intention, your desires into that. And when we say desires, we don't want to think about what our desires are in the sense of let's use the best words, let's think the best thoughts. We want to put the feeling, the elation. So bring yourself into your heart before you ever charge your water. Bring yourself into your heart with your breath. And when you're feeling that expansiveness of your heart, then place the emotions into the cup. Then place the emotions into the water that you want to feel, right? So, was that helpful? Oh, hello. Does that mean drink only water, no food? Yes, it is. That is what that means. So yes, there are usually a couple of different types of fasts. Some people do liquid only, where they will juice, right? Where they will juice for a couple of days or so. Water is only water. You might feel that you wish to juice rather than water. But there's also dry fasting, where you don't eat or drink, right? Usually people do that for a day, but some people do it for longer. But yeah, for you specifically, what I'm hearing is water or liquid. So if it's liquid, then not tea, not coffee and stuff like that. It would be juice, right? Something that you're fresh juice pressing yourself to allow those nutrients to move through you and the fibre to move through you as well of the juice if you've got a slow juicer, right? So you choose, trust your intuition, and you choose how long you do that for and if you choose to do that, right? Hi Justine, if you have time, please could I get a card reading or a body scan? Absolutely, thank you so much for being here, and you are just in the nick of time. Absolutely you are. So, let's have a little look here. Just need a sip of my drink. I keep seeing left shoulder for you. So it's as though there is like a little pain or an ache or something in your left shoulder. What is that? It's not muscular. It's more kind of just like a bit of a sharp, kind of yeah. So I'm seeing a shoulder pain for you, and I'm also seeing something down on the opposite hip as well. So like the right side of your hip. So just kind of like and these don't feel or seem to be kind of like, some people when I see things flag up, it's like proper kind of there in your face, kind of, oh no, that hurts. But this kind of feels just like quite subtle. So if you are feeling this, it's just kind of, there's a slight imbalance happening within your body and how you're walking. Now this can happen on an energetic basis because of if we have worry about how we're moving forward in life, right? If there's slight uncertainty, right? Uncertainty as to which direction we're going, right? That can happen there because we feel like we're carrying the weight of something or someone, because if it's your left side, it's your receiving side. So that might be someone. And the right side is the way that we're moving forward. So it feels like there may be something that's kind of like an uncertainty maybe in the home structure and the dynamic in a relationship, and something like that that's somewhere not been fully acknowledged, right? That just wants to clear and wants to heal and wants to kind of go, no, you're okay, you don't have to worry about this. But when we have anything that shows up on the physical body level, that's because the energy has been stuck there, right? It's not continued to flow through as it wants to, right? But I am going to draw you a card and just see what the angels want to say for you, okay? Yeah, I'm seeing the colour green, so it's as though, I'm seeing the green on your shoulder, so it's as though that is actually clearing for you. Right, it's as though, the Archangel Raphael is actually already working on that. So maybe you are doing something already, but that's what is showing up in the body scan. Yeah. Okay, let's draw a card for you. Oops. Oh, okay. We've got Archangel Amethyst coming out here. So Archangel Amethyst. Now, amethyst is a wonderful crystal as well. So just to kind of start out by saying that about amethyst, it's a very, we kind of underrate amethyst a little bit. We don't realise how impactful it is. But Archangel Amethyst is here to help you purify your life and prepare yourself for something better. So maybe there is something that you're in the process of letting go of that hasn't been serving you. That can be a relationship, a job, a home dynamic. It can be anything like that. But it might be something a lot more subtle, right? It might be something a lot more subtle. But what is really interesting with Archangel Amethyst is that there's this feminine energy. And it's like she's placing this amethyst crystal right there within your heart space so that it can work on your behalf, right? This beautiful transformational energy. It's like the violet flame energy, right? You know, transfiguring any of the dense stuff into, you know, just kind of cutting away, right? Anything that is just ready to release, essentially, you know, because it's as though you are being called right now. So Justine, it's as though you're being called right now to actually remember who you are. So it's as though you're kind of asking questions that you maybe didn't ask before, right? You're asking questions that you maybe didn't ask before. You're actually discovering more things about yourself and what you believe, and those beliefs might have changed recently, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing, and you're being encouraged to just have a little bit of discernment with what energy you're allowing into your vibrational field, right? So what that means is so we were speaking before about what we were consuming, right? Well, we weren't speaking about this, but in a roundabout way we did. What goes in must come out, right? If it's wholesome, if it's nourishing, then that's great. Everything is healthy from it going in to going out. We usually look at that solely for food, but also this can be about what we're hearing, who we're surrounding ourselves by, what they're talking about, right? Is it fear-based? And this is where the discernment actually lies, because a lot of things we can think are about change and are really, really good, but sometimes it can be still a little bit kind of worrying to have those discussions. So just to kind of notice how you're feeling, right? And if you're ever feeling like the tightness of chest, just bring your hands to your heart, breathe deeply, and just remember that all is well. That all is well, that everything is always working out for you. That your path is already walked upon by you, by your higher self. And that you have an entourage of light that is here to support you. As soon as you open your hands, open your heart, and invite that light and invite the guidance from your angels and your guides. And you know what, you guys? I have a series of free videos on my Instagram and on my YouTube of meditations to connect with archangels. If that resonates for you, have a look through them, play them, right? And see how that helps, right? Yeah, so I hope that helps, Justine, and I send you so much love, and thank you everybody that's been watching live, and thank you everybody that is going to watch the replay, because, you know, regardless as to whether you had a personal question answered or not, you know, oh, Justine, you're so welcome. Wow. Yeah, you are going through a transformational moment, but it's good. It's soul growth. It's more of your soul coming through. Thank you for saying that. It's wonderful to hear. It's wonderful to hear how these resonate. You know, oh, I'll see you at Solara's New Moon event. Yes, thank you, Melanie. I'll see you then. And yeah, Justine, you're good. Your transformational process is good. It's good, honey. You're good. Yeah. Just keep breathing. That's all we're going to do. The breath regulates the nervous system. That's the most important thing to remember. Okay. I love you all so much. I will see some of you tomorrow night at Solara's New Moon event. I'll see some of you at the free cacao ceremony that I have on Sunday. And I will see some of you who are really ready to transform from Illusion to Love, which starts next week. So I will see you all there. Love to you and so many blessings. Bye for now.